on my hood. So this go over Facebook, everything.
This is YouTube right here.
But
Yeah. So I want to welcome everybody here today on the journey. I got my guy here, Big Hurt. He's here, and we're gonna go deep dive into his journey. I met this young guy through another guy that we was at a event. He was sitting over in the corner, and I was like, "This guy's pretty interesting," and I wanted to know more about him. And then he came back in, and we set this up, and now we here today. Good, pleasure to meet you, man.
yeah, pleasure too, man. Pleasure for having me.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So for the people out there that don't know who you are, kind of give them, a rundown who you are.
Man, so I'm Jabril Robinson. I was born in the low country of South Carolina. I say the low country because I'm really from everywhere down there. So it's like my grandmother, she stayed in Hampton, South Carolina.
Mhm.
We used to stay in Bluffton, South Carolina. So it's like 30 minutes, 45 minutes from there.
Mhm.
So we was always going to her house. So I'm from Hampton, Vaughnville, from Bluffton, South Carolina, Hilton Head. Man, I got family all over the low country.
Good, good. So by having family all over there, that kind of inspired you through different genres, to get into what you got into today in the music career.
Man,
So the question I got for you: who got you started in the music?
to be honest with you, bro, I would have to say really started with music because I was always playing football, so music wasn't really a thing until like now. You know what I'm saying? But I would say the types of music growing up, like my grandfather used to always play James Brown, so I was always listening to James Brown, Michael Jackson, those kind of Temptations, uh, Earth, Wind and Fire. So I was brought up around some soul music, man.
Exactly. So having that soul and putting it in, and now watching that as a kid, what did that do to you, like music wise? Like, what's the first song that made you say, "I gotta get into music"?
Yeah, all right, I'll say what I was listening to James Brown is like the Good Foot, the Good Foot, and it's like how he you could tell he was in the booth and he was just vibing because the song was like 12 minutes long, so I'm just like, dang, like he really was getting down in there. So it's like that kind of inspired me as far as how I want to make music. But if you listen to my music, man, I make all kinds of genres. It don't really matter. Like I sing, I rap, I'm not really into one category. I say that. Like I'm very versatile.
Gotcha. So that gives you different elements and different areas that you
Man.
can go into, and you can tap into different fields and stuff like that.
I tell you, I got country loaded up, everything. So
See, that's dope. That's dope. So I know you said football. So in your football career, what position you played, and what stopped you from like going to the next level in football, taking it like pursuing it all the way?
all the way. I mean, in my eyes, I'll say I really did pursue it all the way because I got to where you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point where I got to, it's like you gotta be like 1%. Like you gotta be a specimen, man. Like you gotta be 6'3", 260 running a 4.4. You know, I'm not running a 4.4.
Yeah, you said.
I got to a good place. I can say that because it's like coming out of high school, I didn't have a lot of D1 offers. I had a lot of D2 offers, but I got my scholarship at Josh C. Smith from a football camp at Clemson.
That's
So I was at a Clemson football camp, and I got a scholarship from Josh C. Smith, man, Coach Lott. So I ended up going to Charlotte, playing up there for 3 years. Great experience, man. HBCU. I'm in the city of Charlotte, so it's like, it really opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I became, I can say, like more open minded to things that I wasn't used to seeing. Being in a small town, from South Carolina. Now I'm in a big city.
Yeah. So when you say open minded, like what was open minded? What made you more open minded to life? Because I understand, because I'm from the low country myself. Because I'm from a town, Orangeburg.
Okay, yeah.
So from being from the town like that, we know from going in a different area, it's like
it's different.
It's different. It's a different vibe.
Man, bro, I'm at Charlotte. I'm in Charlotte. We got cats from DMV, New York. So what I'm saying, I'm picking up how certain people talk. I'm like, dang, I thought we talk bad. Like we talk different. Like they got different accents, different lingo. So it's like, you just kind of like at Smith, I can say it's like a melting pot because you got the whole DMV, you got New York, you got people from Virginia, like the West Coast coming in there. We all together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you start picking up on a lot of different things. Like they bring different music from the West Coast that you ain't never used to hearing. Like music from the DMV, and then you just kind of gravitate towards certain things, bro. So I can say that for sure. Like that's a benefit that I say.
Gotcha. When you went there, what was your education like?
I mean, education was sweet. It wasn't too many people in the classroom, so it's like you really got to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say like I went for business, so business administration with a concentration in marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that low key kind of helped me out now because like when it comes to marketing, I know my way around how to do things. Just about getting my stuff out in front of people, and it just gave me a business mindset.
Gotcha. And I guess being around that environment too kind of helped you kind of take pieces and say, man, they do business a little different.
Yeah.
So, we used to country stores, every stuff like that, but in here you have systems and automations and all that in play. So when it came down to your first album, like I'm going to your album, your very first album that you did, what details and what strategies that you had to put into this, and how long did it take to actually do it?
Man, so look, I've been making music for years, so I ain't even get to the album yet. That's the thing about I'm 10 months in right now.
Mm-hmm.
So like everything you hearing is me learning. Like I'm still learning. Like to this day, like I'm getting better, but it's like I'm still learning. So it's like I'm about to put out an EP with like 6 songs on it, and this is from like my 3rd month of trying music all the way to like pretty much now. So it's like you pretty much gonna hear the shift. When you can hear the shift, and we're like, okay, he's starting to get
growth
better.
of it. Yeah.
So it's like that's why I can say like I want to put out an album. My whole goal was to get it out by my birthday, so it's gonna be like 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh snap! Like it's more than what people think.
Yeah.
Like the putting out of music, like as far as promotion and everything. So it's like, this little EP is gonna be me celebrating my whole year of making music. So this basically like, a couple songs that you're gonna get on the album. But I ain't completely finished with the album.
Gotcha. So you just document the journey as we go. That's good. Now, I know it comes with every new level is a new devil. We know that, right? Mm-hmm. So, what things that you had to come through to get to the level that you're at right now?
Man, sacrificing. Like sometimes, like it pays to be in the studio, so you get the quality music. And then what I'm saying, so like your homeboys, it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying, but sometimes that quality is a little different. Like working with the right people, like what I'm saying, just investing into it versus just taking a short route. Like I'm not on band lab, like using headphones. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually working with people that actually know how to do music, and I can say like that's the one thing that I can say is like just making the sacrifices to put the money behind it. Actually take it serious.
That's something that you said too, putting the money behind it. How is it important for somebody that's a new artist to invest in themselves?
Man, that's all you got. So it's like, especially being an independent artist, it's like you don't got no label. So it's like, you got to work those jobs, but you got to invest that money back into your craft. Because eventually, man, all we doing right here in this studio is all going to be recuperated, and we're going to be making millions from it. So it's just a matter of, just taking the time now. Like, sometimes you might not, I'm the type of person, if I got $50 left and I got to choose between eating or going to the studio, me personally, I'm going to pick the studio. Like,
because it's a better return on investment.
Investment. Like, you can find some noodles.
There you go. So that worked. You say eat some noodles and then you're good.
Grilled cheese sandwich, man, you'd be surprised, bro. You sacrifice.
But that's the same thing about it, the sacrifice. A lot of people don't want to sacrifice. You know what I mean? They say, all right, I'm going to do it. And then they don't even show up and try to do it.
Don't sell yourself short.
There you go. So in this, I got just so much I got to ask you. Like, when you took this transition over and was like, all right, now music is my thing. Now I want to reach these people out here. What preparation did you have to do to get into that? Like having your mindset, knowing that I got to put this out to the world and be receptive to this. People got to be receptive to this and listen to it. And I know people are going to have different feedbacks. And how am I presenting it to the world? How can they feel from this and what can they get from it?
Man, I say this, like, especially with making content. It's like you don't want to seem like you're goofy or soft or anything like that. But I can honestly say, from my perspective, it's like, man, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, it's like you either gonna pay attention to it, you either gonna like it, or you gonna dislike it. And, you know, I'm accepted to anything. If my music suck, I'd rather somebody tell me like, "Hey, bro, your music trash." Then I'm be like, "All right, well, go listen to this song. You tell me if this song trash." Because I mean, it's different. It's some songs that might work for some people. Some songs might not work for somebody. Somebody might not like that sound. So it's like, you know, being an artist, you got to be acceptable of that. You know, you got to be able to take the criticism, because I mean that's what comes with it.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna ask you, artists. Who's some artists that you will be working with, and who can you kind of let that cat out the bag a little bit for people out there?
Yeah, so shout out to my boy Caleb, man. Caleb Warrior, and my boy Ty Graves. You know, Bless Up, Grow Up. You know, we come in with a nice sound for y'all in Greenville in the upstate area, man. Y'all be on the lookout, because I promise you, man, once we hit the scene, it's gonna be something big. And I'm speaking this right now. Like, we got some artists that can spit and make good music. So I feel like we got a tight knit group, like my boy D Shot, everybody. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Bless Up, Grow Up.
That's dope. And for somebody out there that ain't never, you want to just say they want to get into the game, and you had to give them some advice, what kind of advice would you give them?
Just start. Like, just make the music. Like, just start. I can say my first song, I didn't think my first song was gonna be good. I ain't know what I was doing. But man, like, if you go listen to my first song is probably the number one streaming song I got. And that's low key, like, it proved to me, like, dang, okay, so, you know, if I just started and my song already got 1,000 streams before a year, so I'm like, okay, 1K streams. Some people might look like, oh, it's only 1K stream. I'm like, shoot, some people don't get no streams.
Exactly. So what's your goal? What's the ultimate goal from this?
I want to get paid. I want to be able to get paid for this. Like, I feel like I'm in here till we was up here until 4:00 in the morning, like
exactly,
just grinding, and I ain't getting paid for none of this.
Exactly.
I'm saying I'm doing it for free.
Yeah, but besides the getting paid, let's say you already got the money, it's already in your bank account.
Yeah.
What's the why behind this?
The why to keep going, or
why you keep going? Because money gonna come once you get money. Right. Some people get money and then they get lazy.
They lazy, and that's my thing. Is like, I want to live a good life for my family, and, you know, be able to provide for others. Like, I want to see Matt, you know, blow the studio up, and then, you know what I'm saying, we actually got different studios every year. Like, Rise Up Greenville is really like Rise Up everywhere. Rise Up Atlanta, Rise Up. So it's like establishing, you know, that type of thing where we can actually invest back into it. Like, we can put money everywhere. So it's like growing the money, and then also it's like my why will be like, you know, I'm very spiritual. I feel like God puts me in places and does things for me that, you know, sometimes I don't even understand. So it's like, you know, just keeping that passion to wake up every morning. Like, I'm passionate about this. Like, I really love genuinely making music. Like, I don't do it for money, because I do it for free already. I just genuinely love to make music.
Yeah. So that's why I interviewed you, because I was like, man, you passionate about this. Yeah, somebody that's passionate about their craft, I'm interested. I know, you know, I want to learn more.
I do everything, man.
Gotcha. So I want to hear, we're going to go from the journey. And when I do the journey, I like to start with the first album, and then now to present.
All right, so I'm going to play my first song, and then I'm going to play something that me and Caleb made, because that's where you're going to see the growth in the music. So my first song is called Tonight. You know, I made that in here. So, and my boy Sean was he got me right with this song. But it's a nice little vibe though. It's most definitely like a club, like, you know what I'm saying? Just a vibe. Girl, I did come in this club right with you.
Better stop, man. I think I see no boo.
First time
ever.
See, so he said if he can do it, anybody can do it. You just gotta be consistent.
Trying to find a girl in this You look me in my eyes, girl, that's you I choose. After long sex in the evening, long, you gon' snooze. My thoughts inside go crazy, it's a weed, I think it's booze. I'm trying to keep you something, cause my drip, this shit gon' cruise. You said I chop the walls, the destination, you on top. Sure, it's okay, girl, I settle for the top.
I still gotta learn, like, performing live. Like, you know, when I perform this song, it's gonna be something like I gotta be dancing. Like, it's a TikTok. And I don't know how to dance, man. So y'all see me dancing, cut me some slack, because I'm 6'3", trying to groove, man. I can't move like that.
He said he's just trying to get it in, and then he's gonna get there. And he said you start here, and then the dance will come next.
It'll come next. I'll be in there like Chris Breezy on stage.
How long did it take to make this album? I mean, this song.
I heard the beat, and then I wrote. I got probably like 3 albums already. Like, I just got to record. But I write a lot, so I just heard the beat, and I was like, okay. And then it's like low key. Whenever I write, it's like it just comes. Like, I don't know how, I don't know where it comes from, but it's like I can hear myself already on the track, so I just type it down. So it's like that's the true artist here. I mean, like I really, you paint a picture, like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm telling the story, but it's like how the story is told is literally through my thoughts.
And that's the thing that's so powerful about creation. And I talk about this in my marketing, where you can take something that's in your brain and then you can create it and then put it out into the world and influence people by it. See, that's a craft. A lot of people can't do that. And so, for Hurt right here, he can tell you that he done it. That's a skill set. And this song right here.
I mean, this is a chill song. Like, for my first song, bro, like I know y'all heard people music, bro. It's like their first song, you like, nah, bro, back it up. So it's like I feel like it's genuinely a good song. It's not a bad first song. It's not the greatest song ever, but you know, it's something to pop it into.
All right. So now that we heard the first one, now let's hear the growth.
The growth, bro. This. I keep telling Caleb, I'm giving him all the hits. Like, I'm giving him all the hits. Like, he getting everything. Like, everything that's good, he getting it. But I need to start recording something for myself. I'm like,
Exactly. Because you can't give away all the sauce and then you don't have nothing for yourself.
But Caleb, man, he's a different cat, bro.
He is. He different. He different. You different too.
Yeah, he different.
Yeah.
We sat here, he cooked his beat up and everything, so he produced the beat. This is one of my songs, bro. Just do by myself.
This is one we want to hear you by yourself.
I got you.
Working on reality, working on reality, talking fast like nothing else. I knew my time was coming, just keep hustling and keep working on my reality, but it ain't no problem. I knew I was gonna be, I kept it being, I stay solid. Whoa, we outside. coming. Put in work, working overtime, put a new space, I'm coming. It's me work, I'm coming. And my time was coming. I knew that group was calling me, just like my dad was calling. Bring my time, go in, tell them people I pick. It's my time, I'm all in. Punching time, felt like some bullshit. I'm out, I'm punching in. Headed back straight to the top. I'm on the top of the skirt. Jumping in cars, I used to dream all night, take off in a bird. Off white into my shirt. But it's still for my exes. Now I'm stop, popping this shit like I'm in Houston, Texas. Now I'm stop, popping this shit like I'm in Houston, Texas. Working them graveyard shifts, back to back, sucking up them dollars. I knew my time was coming, just keep hustling and keep balling. Remember, I ain't have shit, but it's good, it ain't no problem. I knew I was gonna be, I kept it being, I stay solid, yeah. Whoa, we got steps that coming. Putting in work, working overtime, putting those steps, I'm done.
I feel like I put my soul into that song.
That sounds like I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like a debut right there.
You feel me?
That feels like a debut right there. That's like that coming out.
That coming out.
That coming out right there.
That's
Because it's relatable. People can relate to it,
Mhm.
and in the feel, the beat is there, and the sound is there. It's everything that flows.
Mhm.
So
Shout out to Caleb, man. He recorded that for me.
shout out to Caleb. Yeah.
Recorded that song fresh off of work.
See, that's how it is. That's how the grind is. The grind don't stop, and y'all put it in, and y'all show y'all craft.
Mhm.
Now, coming up, brothers, sisters. You have any brothers, sisters?
Man, I got an older brother, and
Uh-huh.
I got a younger sister, and then I got like 5 or 4 step brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4, 5. There was 5. One passed away. RP, Jarrett. I got like 4 from my stepdad.
Gotcha. So coming up,
Yeah.
how were you around them? Was y'all had a good relationship, or
Bro, they used to beat us up. Like I'm telling you, like they used to beat us up. Like I can say like we got tough because of them 2 right there, bro. Like the twins really used to like they was because I always was I was the youngest one, so it was always me, my brother, and my older brothers, both of them. And then like you know what I'm saying, they'll come around. And every time they came around, bro, I promise you they used to just bully us. Like you know what I'm saying? I want to do stuff with y'all. I'm trying to come with y'all. No, go home. Like you know what I'm saying? It was always that brotherly love for sure.
yeah? Well, what did it shape you into by them doing that?
Man, for one, it's like I stood my ground with people. You know what I'm saying? I took a lot. I take a lot. It take a lot to get me mad, but I feel like you know once I get to that point,
You there?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm there.
See, but that's a part of life. I mean, that happens. I mean, you can't take but so much in life, and then
Yeah.
eventually you
gonna expel it, bro.
exactly. So, what things can we come, or what's to expect from you next? What's next on the list?
On the list, I got my EP dropping December 1st because it marks a year of me making music. So I'm celebrating myself and celebrating the growth of my music with me dropping an EP with like 6 songs on it. You know, hopefully, I got 6 already slotted, but you know, by the time December come around, hopefully I can add about 4 more. And I pretty much put up an album before my album come out. That's how much I work.
Yeah.
So like eventually, the album that's gonna be the end result. Like you know, me celebrating everything that I've been working on. Like I just want to make sure like it's polished, like it's good. 'Cause, you know, it's gonna be my first album ever, so I want to make sure like you know when kids go back and listen to it generations from now, it still hit the same way.
Same way. It's be a classic.
A classic, and it got classics on it. I can say that for one thing. One right now, Chillin' and Rodeo is a classic. That's music that your generation,
My generation listen to.
they gonna get down to it, man.
Well, that last song you played, my generation, I can get down with that.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
it's riding music, it's flow,
Yeah,
and it's relatable.
man. Hold on, let me play this song. This is my mom's favorite song, man, that I made personally. She loved this song, man.
Let them hear it.
But I gotta play this for y'all because it's most definitely what it goes on. Like it's one of the ones that's gonna be like, oh
Is this on the EP?
yeah. No. This was a single I released.
Okay.
So this out now. It's called Chillin' and Rodeo. If you want to go listen to it.
You say you wanna ride. You say you wanna ride. Tell me, baby, let's go. Smoking on the best of. baby, I can do that. Yeah, you got me running, trying to get up where you at. Baby, you so fine, what's your name, what's your size? Girl, you know you sexy, you got that look up in your eyes. I wanna take you home, I'm trying to lick between your thighs. When I kiss you, baby, don't look, just close your eyes. You the type that's different, yeah, you rare one of a kind. You the type that's different, yeah, you rare one of a kind. Yeah, you act tough, it's okay, I got the sauce. Yeah, my money different, I'm not the worker, I'm the boss. Keep between you, baby, you the dental, I'm the floss. Yeah, I got you running to your wall, I'm like, you say you wanna ride, you say you wanna ride. Chillin' all day, chillin', baby, let's go. Chillin' in the drop top.
Y'all make sure y'all go check that out, bro.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. So we went through the journey. We went through your skills, what you do. So now on the business side of it, because this is my lane right here, the business side of it. So what's your business aspect on things in life, and how do you feel like you can transform this vehicle or your music vehicle and then put it into a business aspect?
You know, for one, like I'm a big, huge car guy. So I love cars. Like cars is another passion of mine. So I would say outside of music, me building and creating cars is another thing that I got a passion for.
I knew. There you go.
Yeah. Like so it's like that perspective of my life will be, you know, if I'm not making music, that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Gotcha.
So I got business plans already drawn up. I got a rapping company that I want to get established, make rapping cars. So you know about vinyl rap?
Yes.
So I'm rapping cars. I learned how to do it myself. It's self-taught. So I plan on opening up a shop where I do customizations. You know, I wrap the car, I put the tires on, rims, you know, do oil changes, like, you know, anything, performance parts. Like, I just want to get in that field where I can tune cars and, you know, just make it a place where, you know, in the upstate where you can find some good quality mechanic work.
Yeah.
That's gonna customize, get you right. So like that's one perspective of, you know, where I want to go with a business. And then I want to open up a production studio. So I want to have like a studio where you can come shoot your videos at. You can do podcasts. You can shoot a music video there. And it's like, you know, you can do YouTube, like little YouTube 20 versus 1s. I got everything set up with the lights inside. Like, you got people that's there, videographers and photographers that's there that's in the, you know what I'm saying, in the place that can work for you. So they'll shoot your video for you, and you make sure you got the good quality work because you got the cameras, everything that you need. So that's another perspective of a business that I want. So I got that, the car shop, and then, you know, I want to be able to invest my money in the right things like stock market, you know, stuff like that. Just, you know, figuring out, you know, networking with people to see where and what stocks, you know, what like investment companies I can invest in. So it's like I'm very, I can say like level-headed when it comes to business ideas and business plans, but I just gotta, you know, get to the money first.
Exactly. I understand that. And that's why we're here sharing your craft with you. Man, I appreciate you coming on here. Like I said, check out his EP, Manifest.
Manifest is the album. Just for Fun is the EP.
That's dope.
Coming out December 1st. The album should be done by July 30th on my birthday next year, 2025.
Gotcha. Before we leave out of here, what's your definition of greatness?
Greatness? Setting goals and achieving them. So by you setting your goals and you achieving what you want to do, you striving for greatness.
That's dope. Appreciate you having you on here.
No doubt.
And we'll do more.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, we out.
Appreciate y'all for watching. No, that's dope, man. I appreciate you for having me, man, for sure. My camera's hot.